Hey, welcome to Paternal Family History, Part 6. Today I'm going to keep discussing my grandmother's town where she spent her maidenhood. There was a villager whose son wanted to become a priest. He was busy with his studying, but one day he decided that he wanted to quit. And I've been where that guy has been. I felt like quitting myself a lot of times and just going home and keeping away from other people. Most people don't do that, but he did. He just said, oh, I'm going home. I don't have much of a future in this business. I mean, there's the whole celibacy thing. Most people wouldn't want to do it. There's learning Latin, you know, talking publicly, writing speeches, whatever, singing, kneeling, visiting people at their deathbed, listening to the people complain. It's not for everybody. So, anyways, his father welcomed him back with open arms, and being a good parent, he put him to work right away. He said, okay, you can clean the barn and milk the cows. The son was happy with this for a little while. One day, a cow decided that it was time to give birth, so she moved to the meadow where she could be alone. Who wants to give birth in front of friends and family? Not me! And the son's job was to bring that calf back to safety when it was born. He had all kinds of problems because he was dealing with an angry mother who was afraid that something would happen to her little baby. And he had to deal with her interference all the way back. People underestimate how a cow can put fear in your heart. They can headbutt you, trample you, and generally make trouble for you. After battling her all the way back, he went to his dad. He said, look, I think it would be better if I returned to my studies. The father agreed. I mean, it's farmer's life isn't for everybody either. And it just goes to show you that even though something looks easy, like taking care of animals and harvesting the land, there are aspects of the job that people would rather not have sex, than do. There's another story about how a priest was visiting a farmer. The farmer offered the priest some bacon. And the priest was like, no, it's Friday. I don't eat meat on Friday. And of course, this was a mandatory Catholic thing back then. The farmer's like, well, bacon isn't meat. Why would you think it is? The priest goes, well, bacon is part of the pig, so it has to be meat. They went back and forth on this. Big argument. finally they decided, okay, we're going to go our separate ways before we start hitting each other. They were pretty serious about their arguments back then. If there wasn't bloodshed, then there wasn't a good argument, let's put it that way. And he left it, the priest did, with the farmer as, okay, well, you come to my house and bring me some wood because that's what I really need to see you for. A couple of days later, the farmer shows up with a wagon full of twigs and small branches. The priest is like, okay, well, what the heck is going on here? Why have you insulted me with this garbage? Twigs and branches are not good enough to fuel a fire. The farmer said to him, look, twigs and branches are part of a tree, and therefore it's technically considered wood. So if what I have brought you shouldn't be considered wood, then bacon is not meat. I guess the moral of that story is never argue with a farmer, because no matter how illogical you think he's being, he will eventually drive his point home. And with that note, I'd like to end it today. Arrivederci.